Hi, hello students. Welcome back to our channel. This is Bhaskar Bura. We are discussing chapter 9th, tangents and secants to a circle from 10th class mathematics. As in the part of this chapter, we are doing problems based on the concept of finding the area of the tangents. And in our last video, we have seen example 2 problem which is given in our textbook. Now today in this session, let us see one of the important and beautiful problem from the exercise, that is fourth problem from exercise 9.3. So let us see the fourth problem from exercise 9.3. It is given as find the area of the shaded region in the adjacent figure where A, B, C, D is a square of side 10 centimeter and semicircles are drawn with each side of the square as the diameter, and it is also given that use pi value 3.14. This is the given problem. Here we have a square ABCD and length of its each side is 10 centimeters, and it is also given that there are 4 semicircles which are drawn by using the each side of square, and we need to find the area of this shaded region. And here if we observe this shaded portion, it consists of 4 equal parts. So how can we find this shaded region using the given information and figure? So if we observe figure, we can get an idea that from the total area of this square, if we subtract the unshaded portions, here we have 4 unshaded portions. So if we subtract the area of these 4 unshaded portions from the total area of square, then we can get the area of the shaded region. So this is the one of the way. If we want to use this idea, we need to find the area of these unshaded portions. But observe, how are these unshaded portions? Do they look like any known figure to us? No, they aren't. They are not in the shape of regular figures which we know. They are not in the shape of the figures whose formula for finding the area we know. That means we cannot directly find the area of these unshaded portions since we do not know the formula for finding the area of these unshaded portions, since they are not in regular shapes or they are not known shapes to us. So then how can we find this shaded portion? Is there any other way? Can we think of one more method, one more way to find the area of this shaded region? Yeah, there are different ways to find this shaded region. Let us see one of the way first. So here if you observe this figure, all these 4 shaded parts are meeting at a point. So let us assume this point as O, so that we can identify all the 4 semicircles in this figure. So if we take this point as O, now AOB is a semicircle, and also BOC is also a semicircle, and COD is also semicircle, and DOA is also one semicircle. So these are the 4 semicircles. So now let us imagine that the semicircle AOB is taken out along with the shaded 2 parts and 1 unshaded part. Now see, this is the figure. This is the semicircle AOB that is taken out from this figure. Now what we are seeing, what we are observing this figure, here in this figure it is contain 2 shaded parts which are given in original figure, and along with one unshaded portion is also there. Now, using this figure, let us find the area of these two shaded portions. So if we find the area of these two shaded portions, that area will be equal to the remaining two shaded portions, since all the four shaded parts are in equal size. So if we get area of these two shaded portions, then we can also get the area of all the four shaded parts, which is the required answer. So let us try to find out the area of these two shaded portions first. Now, if we observe this figure, the semicircle is the larger figure compared with the shaded portions and unshaded portions. So let us find the area of this semicircle first. Now, what is the formula for finding the area of the semicircle? Very good. Half into pi r square. So area of semicircle is half pi r square. And here, what is the radius of this semicircle? Here AB is the diameter of this semicircle, and it is also the length of the square, and it is also the side of the square, and which is given as 10 centimeter. Therefore, the diameter of this semicircle is 10 centimeter, and if diameter is 10 centimeters, then the radius is 5 centimeters. Therefore, the radius of this semicircle is 5 centimeters. So let us substitute R value as 5 centimeters in the above formula. So by substituting the corresponding values of the formula, we get half into pi value is given as 3.14, half into 3.14 into 5 square, and by expanding we get half into 3.14 into 5 into 5. So by simplifying this, we get the area of the semicircle AOB as 39.25 centimeters square. We got the area of the semicircle AOB as 39.25 centimeters square. Now, actually we need to find the area of this shaded portions. But just we find the area of the semicircle only. But we didn't get the area of the shaded portions. So, to get the area of these shaded portions, let us join the point OA and OB. So let us join the point OA and OB. So by joining these, what we get here in this semicircle, we get the known shape, that is triangle OAB. So can we find the area of this triangle OAB? As in this triangle OAB, we have one of the side, that is AB, that is 10 centimeters. So we can take AB as the base of this triangle OAB. And let us draw one perpendicular line from vertex O to the base AB. Let us take this as OP. OP is perpendicular to AB. Then can we say the length of OP? How much will it be? What is its length? So if we observe this given figure, O is the center point of the square, and from the O we drawn the perpendicular line to side AB, and it is must be half of the length of the side of the square. So the length of OP is 5 centimeters. So now we have the base of the triangle OAB, that is AB, as 10 centimeters, and its corresponding height OP is 5 centimeters. So we can find the area of the triangle OAB. So let us write the area of the triangle OAB equals to half into base into corresponding height. So we are taking here the base as AB, half into AB into height is OP. Now by substituting their values, we get half into AB is 10 centimeters. So in the place of AB we write 10 and height is 5. So half into 10 into 5. By simplifying this, 2 1s are 2, 2 5s are 10, 5 5s are 25. So we get the area of triangle OAB is 25 centimeters square. Now we have the area of the semicircle AOB and also we know the area of the triangle AOB. Now what will be happen if we subtract the area of this triangle AOB from this semicircle? Suppose if we remove this triangle from this semicircle, what portion, what region we will get? Imagine, so if we remove this triangle from this total semicircle, we left with the area of half of the shaded portion of these two parts. Yes? What we get? By removing the triangle portion from this total semicircular region, we get the half of the shaded portion of these two shaded parts. So that means we are finding the area of the half of the shaded parts. How? By subtracting the area of the triangle from the area of the semicircle. So let's write the area of the half of the shaded parts in semicircle AOB. What we get? The area of the half of the shaded parts in semicircle AOB equals to, how we get this? We have to subtract area of triangle AOB from area of the semicircle AOB. So let us substitute these values. We get what is the area of the semicircle that we get? It is 39.25 minus area of triangle is 25. By subtracting 25 from 39.25, we get 14.25. So we get 14.25 centimeters square. So this is the area of the half of the shaded parts of these two. By doubling this area, we get the area of the two shaded parts in semicircle AOB. So the area of the shaded parts in semicircle AOB equals to, double means we have to multiply with 2 into 14.25. So by multiplying it, we get 28.5 centimeters square. So now this is the area of the two shaded parts of this semicircle. But in the figure, we have 4 shaded parts altogether. We get the area of the only 2 shaded parts. So to get all the 4 shaded parts, let us double this area again so that we get the area of the total shaded region. So therefore the area of the shaded region equals to 2 times of 28.5. So by doubling it, we get 57 centimeters square. Therefore the required area of the shaded region is 57 centimeters square. So this is the one of the way to find the area of the shaded region in this particular situation. Now let us see one more way to find the area of the shaded region. In the previous method, just we take out one of the semicircle, that is AOB, outside, and we, using this semicircle, we find the area of the required shaded region. Now in this method, in the second way, let us take out 2 semicircles, that are, one semicircle is AOB and another semicircle is COD. So let us take these 2 semicircles outside. Semicircle AOB we are taking outside and semicircle COD, and we are arranging these 2 semicircles such that we get a complete circle with diameter AB. And here what is the length of AB? Obviously it is 10 centimeters, since AB is the side of the square, which is given as 10 centimeters. So we get a circle with diameter 10 centimeters. And here also take this vertical diameter. Assume the endpoints of this diameter as x and y, and it is also 10 centimeters. Now in this circle, let us join the points AX and AY, and also join the points BX and BY. So by joining all these points, we get a quadrilateral AXBY. And in this quadrilateral, AB and XY are the diagonals and their lengths are equal, since we know their lengths are 10 centimeters. And we can also say that the four sides of these quadrilaterals are also equal. So that means for the quadrilateral AXBY, all the four sides are equal and the diagonals are also equal. So this quadrilateral is nothing but it is a square. Since in square only we have all the four sides equal and the lengths of the diagonals are equal. So now we understood that quadrilateral AXBY is a square, and in this square we have the length of its diagonal, that is 10 centimeter. So using the length of the diagonal of this square, we can find the area of this square, and also we can find the area of the circle since we know the diameter of this circle also. So now by finding the area of the circle and by finding the area of the square, using these two areas, can we get the area of the shaded portion? Think. Here the circle is the bigger figure compared with the square. So if we subtract the area of this square from the area of the circle, what area do we get? Imagine, by removing the area of the square from this circle, we get the half of the area of the shaded portion. What we get? We get the half of the area of the shaded portion. By doing what? By subtracting the area of the square from the area of the circle. So after getting the half of the area of the shaded portion, if we double it, we get the total area of the shaded region. So for this what we have to do? We have to find the area of the circle and we have to find the area of the square, and then we need to subtract the area of the square from the area of the circle so that we get the area of the half of the shaded region. So let's do this. Let us first find the area of the square AXBY whose diagonal is 10 centimeter. So what is the formula for finding the area of the square when we have its diagonal? Actually the area of the square is a square, but instead of a, here we have the length of the diagonal. So we have to use the formula for the area of the square using diagonal. Do you know the formula for area of the square when we know the diagonal? The diagonal of the square is root 2 times of its side. That is, the relation between the diagonal and the side of the square is, that is, d equals to root 2 times a, where d is the diagonal of the square and a is the side of the square. Now from this we get a equals to d by root 2. So if we substitute in the place of a d by root 2, we get the area of the square d square by 2. So when we know the length of the diagonal of the square, then the formula for finding the area of the square is d square by 2. So now what is the length of d here? 10. So substitute that value, we get 10 square by 2, which is equals to 100 by 2, and half of 100 is 50 centimeter square. Therefore the area of the square AXBY is 50 centimeter square. Now let us find out the area of the circle with diameter 10 centimeters. So the diameter is given as 10 centimeter, therefore its radius is 5 centimeter. So therefore the area of the circle is pi r square, and substituting the values we get 3.14 into radius is 5 square, 3.14 into 5 into 5. So by multiplying all these we get the product as 78.5 centimeter square. Now we get the area of the circle, that is 78.5 centimeter square, and also we get the area of the square ABXY, that is 50 centimeter square. Now let us subtract the area of this square from the area of the circle so that we get the area of the half of the shaded portion. So write area of the half of the shaded portion equals to area of circle minus area of square AXBY. the area of the circle is, we get 78.5 minus the area of the square is 50. By subtracting these two we get 28.5 centimeters square, and this is the half of the area of the required shaded portion. We want to complete area. So for this what we have to do? We have to double it. Therefore, the required area of the shaded portion equals to 2 times of 28.5. So by multiplying these two we get 57 centimeters square. We can also find this area in one more way also, and it is explained beautifully with effective visuals by Lekkala Master Haragopal sir. I am providing that video link in the description box. Please go through that video. Please watch it so that you can understand one more method in finding this problem. And we can also do the same problem in one more way also, that is, in this total figure, let us first find the area of the square. Then from this area of the square, subtract the area of these two semicircles so that you get the unshaded portions first. So that you get the area of the two unshaded portions. After getting the unshaded portion of these two, if we double it, so that we get the total area of the unshaded portion. After getting the unshaded portion, subtract the area of these unshaded portion from the area of the square so that we get the area of the shaded portion. This is also one of the method in doing this problem. So it is all enough for this today. Thank you, and we will meet with one more problem in our next video. Till then, bye. Thank you.